Shalom everyone. So in this lesson, a very brief lecture, I just want to highlight what is the meaning of the word kafir, right? An Arabic word kafir. So in Surah Al-Baqarah, which is chapter 2 and verse 34, and prior to this, God is actually telling us a nice narrative or story about the Iblis itself, where Iblis did not submit to Allah's instructions or commands. So in verse 34, I would not like to repeat the entire story, right? So it's fairly straightforward. If you read, you should be able to understand. It doesn't matter which version of the Quran you use, so it doesn't really matter. In any case, verse 34 is where God says, وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ. And when we said to the angels, submit to Adam, then they submitted, save Iblis. And he refused because he was proud. Aba wastakbar wa kana minal kafirin, and was of those who spurned guidance while claiming virtue. So we clearly understand the word kafir means that you're not submitting to God's instructions or commands. Not only that, you are claiming that God is almighty and he is the one, right? Because during this narrative or during this story, you notice that there's Iblis, there's angels, there's Adam, all in one meeting, right? And God is commanding them, submit to Adam because I made him. That's the story. Iblis, or while refusing, he does recognize God as instructing him or instructing all of them. But at the same time, he refuses because he was proud. So the point I'm trying to make is that the meaning of the word kafir simply means, according to the Quran, the definition is that you recognize and you accept God's instructions and commandments, right? Or commands, but you don't want to follow it. So it's just that simple. Take a look at this verse 34 and specifically the word kafir, right? So we know from the Quran the definition of kafir. So every time you read the entire Quran, no matter which verse you're reading, that means we need to abide by the instructions provided by God. And if we do not abide, that means we're also one of the kafirs, right? So it's just that simple. So I hope this helped. I welcome your comments, suggestions, questions, if any. Post them in the description below. And do subscribe to this channel. I bring regular updates as an independent scholar and researcher. I not only value your opinions and learn from you, but also I bring you a lot of the details that I find as I ponder on this book of God. And do not forget to comment,